So Fred's marking boards for the gate right now, and Dad is marking this piece of plywood here because we're going to use it to stretch this whole length right here so that we can put two different hog shelters, one on each side, and they hopefully won't be able to see each other because we're going to try to use these two for the males. Okay, so now we're going to get the width of it, and then we'll make that cut and start buckling that in too. All right, so this board is for that, and we're going to fit it in there, and we're going to buckle it down using some short screws. Hopefully it works. All right, here's the piece of plywood I was telling you guys about. We're buckling it in all three of the 2x4s all the way down. That's what Fred's doing right now. Trying to do it in such a way to where we're not using a lot of material, but the hogs will be warm.
They won't try to get to each other. You don't want two males fighting. That ends bad for everybody.
And Tigger over there decided he was going to check out the saw and, all of that kind of good stuff. So he's over there inspecting Dad's saw to make sure it's up to OSHA standards.
It's not.
Want to see if he missed?
I don't see anything sticking out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There we go. She's buckled in. And then we're going to get the gate in, and we're going to start getting some of these hog shelters done. Okay, so that load of pallets, we got a couple of decent heavy pallets with some 2x4s. We get pallets not only for firewood, but building supplies. Because I don't know if you guys have been to the lumber store right now, but lumber is expensive. So we do what we got to do.
Part of them through, part of them.
I got the crowbar and give him a hand.
Happy? All right. I'll move it closer to the tailgate.
All right, you got it off. 1 out of 3. Fred decided he was getting a little frustrated, so he's just going to hit it with a hammer. So, Fred, would you like a bigger hammer?
A bigger hammer, I might break the board. I need the board.
When in doubt, get a bigger hammer. That's my motto.
It's also his model for computer repair.
Mm-hmm.
And attitude adjustments.
It works wonders for that. All right, we got all of the boards separated, and now we're just going to pull nails and get at it. All right, so we're using a piece of scrap plywood for the brace for the gate on this one.
Also
There's
to keep
Tigger.
the rough edges on the gate from catching piggies.
And then back to Tigger. Hi, Tigger. And Tigger decided to come up and, see what we were doing.
See, that could come over here onto this side here, and a piece of plywood there.
See, here he comes.
And where the hinges are here.
And this is what Tigger does. It's just a lazy day for the Tigger. Okay, we're going to take this 2x4 and we're going to move it to the other side because it has 3 2x4s. And this we can screw right to the post. So we're going to do like we did the other one and use a piece of plywood and screw to it. I already said that a couple of times.
We know you don't. That's why it's always me and Fred. Yeah. Gotta give some screen time to the Brian. He actually does work. And he does a lot more work than what is shown on camera. Because he's camera shy.
I'm not afraid. Alright, we're putting the second gate together. Okay, so Fred's putting in the inside parts of the gate right now. Little bracers. Instead of using a hammer, which is designed to hit, he uses his palm.
Gotta start it somehow.
Don't worry, he hasn't taken a martial art, so his palm strike's pretty weak.
Yep, whereas Brian could knock you into next week with a slap before he took the martial arts. Now you'll wind up in next month.
Alright, so we got the braces on. And now Fred, being the master fencer he is going to put the green fencing on. That's what we need to get Fred. A fencing sword. So he can be a master fencer.
Brian and his wordplay.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. No water for the Tigger, huh? No water for the Tigger. Just coffee.
They're talking about him drinking out of the coffee cups. We do water the cat.
All their water's inside. And he's outside all the time. So he feels he should have his water out here. 24 days. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And his food.
Tigger decided to come see what Fred's doing. Make sure Fred's doing it right.
Is it good?
He's trying to play with the nails on there, but the nails are in some water that was left over from the rain last night. So he gets his paw wet and shakes. So he started on the top of the fence part now. Okay, so Fred's gonna nip it because he's almost done nailing that. He's nipping it right there, so there's hardly any sharp edges for the pigs. We're gonna take this part that he's cutting, that's gonna be left, and we're gonna fold it over, and he's gonna nail it. Like I said, we're not carpenters. It ain't gonna look pretty, but it'll work.
This is wherever. Tigger said it's lunchtime.
After he gets done cutting the wire, we can take a lunch break.
He's already in. Having lunch. Did you realize how hard this is for a supervisor? Don't you? At least he's not insisting on a caviar lunch.
Alright, so we got pretty much this whole thing fenced in. We just have some nailing on the spots where we just cut on both sides here. And then he has to put nails along that one. And then we're done with the gate and we're going to hang it. But we're going to take a little lunch break and we'll be out later today.
Here we are. Let's get out this unboxing and getting ready to assemble the rototiller.
Alright, Fred, you got to turn that off for a second and lose the hand.
Never attempt to fill it while it's running. Let's do it. You know how many people do that? Now we're going to do, somebody grab right here, and somebody on one of the sides here, and we move it so we can get this out from under.
Alright, Fred, you got to turn that off for a minute. Assemble both regretters. So, grab that thing on that cardboard there.
Remove the foam. Knife. Okay.
Hey Fred, you want to turn that off and grab that, put it over there please. So you're going to take part D, which is that part you had, that you took over there, and you're going to put part C on it, which is that, connected to the depth regulator, which should be attached. It's that back part right there.
Okay. This goes in here like this.
So Fred, you're going to have to help him out there. Alright, so we got the plate on. We're getting the handle put together. So Fred's getting the piece for the handle to go up there. We bought the decent sized rototiller so we can do the whole 20 acres without having to buy another piece of equipment. But they had to give us the one in the box because the other one had flat tires and they didn't have spare tires for it.
They go in that direction.
Okay, Fred's doing the last bolt for the handle. And then Dad's gonna install a tire. Just make them snug, Fred. We can tighten it down in a minute. Okay, if you
grab
wanna.
a little tire. Try and do them both at once.
All right, so we had to pick up the front and the back at the same time. Dad got his in.
Not quite, but
Fred's
you're
getting
supposed to
his
go
in.
through both holes. Both holes.
Sweet. So let's go help Papa.
Slid my
All right, so that's how it is on the tires, on the back. So far, that's as far as we got. All right, so Fred's putting the bumper on right now. 4 screws, 2 on each side. We got the handle on, and we're getting ready to put the blades in. This is supposed to go on the left. The other is supposed to go on the right. So we gotta get it through those holes there, all lined up, and then put the Carter pin in.
Why are you not going in?
All right, Tigger decided he was gonna come check it out, and then Daddy dropped something that scares him. All right, we got her running. She's together. Once the weather gets a little better and we start the garden, we'll show you how it works.
See how you can hold it. Is it too high? There's Dad testing the stove. So how do you think it works? Not bad. I think it's soft soil. You're gonna have to lower that down a lot more. Okay. Here's Tigger having to inspect what we did. Alright, she's done inspecting right now. Tigger, is it working? No. Oh. Something just moved. Catch yourself a bug. Good for you.
All right, enough with the fun. Let's get back to work, huh? All right, now we're gonna go try to hang this thing. All right, we are putting the hinges on. We're gonna try to make it swing toward me. And there's Tigger just hanging out with us. Half in the sun, half out of the sun. Tigger's here to help. All right, Tigger, close the door. Okay, we have a couple little issues, so we'll get back to you guys. Okay, so we gotta pull these screws out and then move this whole 4x4 that way just a little bit. And then we gotta try it to make sure the gate will close and we'll be good. And then we gotta do a little bit of leveling with the dirt. And we'll get the gate in.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there. Put it in.
Alright, so it works. It definitely ain't perfect, but it works. Now we just have to level out the ground some, and we'll be all good. And Dad's gonna level it out a little bit more right now.
Putting the lock on the back side here.
No, we're doing the hinges.
Hinges finished. You see the mouse?
Tigger, he found himself a mouse, so he's in there having a good old time right now.
I know that mouse is around here somewhere. Damn thing. Taking him again.
Alright, we're gonna attach the lock.
That's gonna hit when you close it. Can you hold it? Okay, can you scoot it over just a little? Right there. Okay. Well, whew, that's close.
So far, so good. Alright, Fred's making some cuts for the other gate right now. Alright, Fred's starting to construct the last gate. We might have one more depending on whether or not we do that walkway, that tunnel, so that we can open it up and the hogs just go right down the tunnel. But we'll see how much lumber we have.
Jake. Yeah, I know. A hell of a day.
Tigger! Okay, he's got the basic frame together. Now we're gonna do the cross braces inside. And then we'll put some more wire on it and hang it. Alright, he's putting the cross braces on right now.
Wrong guide notch.
Holy smokes, it fits. Okay, now we're just gonna get some of that green wire, put on it, and then get ready to hang it. Alright. Putting the green wire on the last gate.
Put one here or anchor this one in. Let's get that.
We're gonna go to a commercial break. Tigger! And back to work. I hope you guys like our commercial breaks.
Cut this off. Where do you think we should cut it off there? Right here or over here? I think over there. There? What was that, Tigger? People in.
All right, well, he's moving that around. Commercial break.
Nap time with Kitty. Huh? Not nap time. I'm doing my job. Myself. I'm doing my job.
And back to work.
Right up there at the top. You got that one little square out that's sticking up over top of everything. It'd be easier to bend. I was thinking just leaving this standing up. Whatever. Watch him try to pound it right through a screw.
That would be our luck.
All right, magnet person.
All right, Waver. Okay, explain what's going on.
With these.
So Fred forgot to put into consideration the hinges. Okay, so we're gonna try it and see what happens.
Bit. Go.
Commercial break.
Taker's watching her dog. His dog way out over there in the bush.
We do a commercial break while Fred's getting ready. Now Fred's ready, so back to work.
Keep that. Always doing it. On there. Up. A little higher. A little higher. Okay.
A few minor adjustments, and we pretty much got it to fit.
Okay.
There we go. It closes. Now we're gonna buckle it in.
Best we can.
Okay, we're gonna put the latch on it. If we make it work.
No, it's not.
Alright, so we had to take it off and make them flat so that they would fit in there. Alright, we're gonna hang it back up and see if this works again.
Okay. Volume, damn it.
We have to go at an angle because it reaches out and touches the other pin. So
What's up, Tigger? Nice sunshine. Your dog's walking in. Want to make sure she's not in any trouble.
All right, let's try it. It'll be a little tight, but it'll work.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet, let's get this latch on.
That's it. All right, everybody. End of another week. Let us know how we did. Leave a comment below. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe. It's free. Hit the bell notification. We don't always get it out on time, but we try. Share with everybody that you know. Trying to grow the channel. Get a few more subscribers if we can. Grow the community. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. See you next week.